Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me know if you can, excuse me, let me know if you can hear my audio and see my screen in the chat box. Just a little disclaimer as we get started. As always, just got to remind you guys about the risks involved in the market. You can lose all or more than your initial investment if you're not careful. So be sure to know how big your lot size is and how many pips you're risking on each trade and ultimately how that would affect your account. But yeah, like I said, just want to welcome you guys here. Also, just want to welcome anybody in the recording. Just want to say hello as well. I've already gotten a little bit of a jump start to this. I'm going to do the euro pound again. So if you want to jump over there, this is going to be basically a duplicate of yesterday. I've already started to short this. Go ahead and hop over there. I've just got kind of a starter position at this point as we work on this position. So I'll explain while you guys are, starting your own position on this, kind of why I'm doing this one again. I just briefly, let me jump to that 1 minute chart just because I got to monitor these candlesticks and add accordingly. I really liked the way this one lined up. Again, I was looking for some opportunities. First things that you should do, again, when you're looking for a banker's close opportunity, check the news, right? Just go to Forex Factory or your favorite place to check the news. So, if you just pull up Forex Factory here, you'll see there's not a lot of news today other than there is a Bank of Canada speaker today. So that will be in about a half an hour. So I'm trying to stay away from the CAD right now. There's really nothing news-wise otherwise. So just kind of, that's good. What's something we want? We want something that's news neutral. Check on the trade. Okay, I'm going to add another just while I have that opportunity. Okay, so you got to check the news. There's not a lot of news today. That's good. And then check the COT report, right? Go to the COT report journal that we have and find out, does the trade that you're looking at agree? Or when you're looking for trade opportunities, try to find stuff that agrees with this. So you have the euro still significantly short by the larger banks, and then the pound is actually not a bad option either. So I like this one for a banker's close. There's some others you could trade too, but this one's directly related to the banker's close, right? So I like that concept. And then the last thing you're looking at is, what's the natural banker's close opportunity? Well, you've got to be right in that 1 hour time frame. Let's go to a 1 minute chart. Actually, you've got to be right here between 3 p.m. GMT, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, and you want to go and set your other line to 4 p.m. GMT. So this is your time right here to add to the position and look for an opportunity. And what does that opportunity look like? It looks like anything that starts breaking above the upper Bollinger Band. And I don't know if you can really see it here. I'll move this out of the way. But we are definitely puncturing through the upper Bollinger Band, and it has to be on a 5 minute chart. And I just use the standard Bollinger Band settings. I think it's like 2010 2 or something like that, just whatever the standard Bollinger Band settings are. But yeah, just a puncture in the Bollinger Band up here on a 5 minute indicates a signal with all the other overlays that I mentioned earlier, making sure there's not a lot of news, because news will override anything that you do in the market, right? And you got to be careful because you don't want to be into something that, has reason to rally or reason to go down and you're trading against it, because this is a reversal trade, right? We're betting on the market going the other direction. Okay, I got to add to this while the going's good, right? So anytime I get a little pop right there, I go ahead and grab a little bit of extra, grab these while it's available. So, but yeah, let me pull this back over here to 3 p.m. And this, again, this just kind of gives you that window of opportunity. Okay, I'm going to clean up probably a couple of these trades here. If this breaks just a little bit lower, I'll clean up. If not, we'll add to this position a little bit more. My biggest thing is I don't want to have too small of a position if this is it. Like if this is going to be the peak for the day, you know, I don't want to have too small of a position. I want to make some money, right? So it's kind of hard to achieve that balance a little bit. But yeah, so that's fine. I probably will let this go up a little bit more before I clean up a little bit. Unless that's it. We'll see what happens. Let's see, it is pulling back here. Also, quick analysis on the higher time frame, even above the 5 minute. Go out to a 15. I really like that this is a bear flag pattern. So you got this big long decline right here, and then you got a bear flag channel, and we're at the upper end of that channel / flag. And so to me, not only does the lower time frame have the signal we're looking for, but I think from a higher time frame standpoint too, you're in a good spot. So I really like this. I really do. I'm going to own this trade for sure. And what was it yesterday? It was at 15 past the hour where we found the high, or 20 past the hour. I can't remember. Every day this week, it's been between 15 past the hour or 30 past the hour where we found the high for the next couple of hours. And that's essentially what the banker close does, right? You're just trying to find that last hoorah, that last finale phenomenon, and then the market kind of fades for the next couple of hours after the close, and then it kind of does whatever it wants after that. And I don't have much to tell you. I don't know, couldn't tell you much after that what the market would do or might do. I'm just very familiar. Oh, here we go. Got to take advantage of this while it's there, right? I just know how to respond to this phenomenon. Okay, take it while it's there, right? Nice. Okay. Nice. Wow, that pulled back fast. Let's see what it wants to, because if that turns into a long wick, that might be the top. And it's got 10 seconds to close. Let's see what it does here ultimately. That's closed. Okay, and I'm going to do some cleanup, right? So I like to categorize these by the worst trade, and the best trade, right? There we go. Okay, and I just closed 3 trades out. So I'm down to 0.24 contracts at the moment. And that bear candle is now engulfing that wick candle right there. And that wick candle usually is significant because, hey, that means, you know, it's not holding itself up there and you got a bear candle engulfing. So this, maybe that was it. So if that was the high, then that was quicker than even yesterday. We'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, it's not over yet. It's got a long way to go. But now that we're in that kind of no man's land, we're just waiting now. We've got the position built up the way we want it. Maybe actually just one, I'm going to do just one more cleanup just in case. I just closed out one more trade. So I'm down to 0.22. So I've closed 4 trades, you know, to do that little cleanup concept. You know, now that we've kind of haggled with the market a little bit, it's come back in our favor to some extent. And now we're just kind of in that, hey, I got the position I want. And now you just kind of hang on and let it do its thing at this point. So now where would we want to take most of our profits on this trade? So again, most of that goes down to, you know, the 5-minute chart on the, you know, and looking for the mid Bollinger Band. Currently, the mid Bollinger Band's all the way the heck over here. So it's basically at this old support level. So we would want to find out maybe a little bit above that. And let's go ahead and scatter some of these targets around there. And that's where, by the way, Rodney, welcome to the webinar. We're doing the Euro Pound again. It's not too late to get into this if you want to. So I'm going to move these targets up kind of and just I'll spread them around more evenly later, but let's get them up here to where we want to be. Yeah, right. Okay, so like we said, kind of where I've circled right here is where the mid Bollinger Band is. So we're going to want to plan accordingly, right? And just kind of spread these out. Let me see if I can find the different levels of support and resistance. Yeah, there's definitely some support right in here that we'll probably want to close at. Take several trades. Take several trades right here. And yeah, we'll just spread these out, kind of like yesterday. We'll have even a few below the band too, just to take advantage. That looks good to me. I like that. I like that opportunity there. And now you just wait, right? There's really nothing. With the current open orders, we're profitable. With the cleanup, we're down just a little bit. Actually, now with that, we're almost break even essentially. But now we're just kind of waiting, you know, waiting for the final move that we've been hoping for. And it can take some time. If you guys remember from yesterday, well, I guess initially it continued lower, which was nice. But then throughout the remainder of the day, it actually just continued to fade lower. I don't know if you guys saw that. Not that we're planning on taking advantage of all of that. We're just kind of, if our targets hit within the hour, great. If not, we can let them sit, you know, an hour or two beyond the actual close. That's fine. Again, between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. GMT, this is just time to add to the position. And if you're fortunate to get your targets hit, great. But otherwise, we'll just wait until it hits the mid Bollinger Band on the 5-minute. So now we're at the decision our reflection point here, right? It's just kind of sitting on a little support level. The candlesticks are flickering, and you can see the types of candlesticks that are forming if you zoom in. These are little wick bars, right? And so the way they're wicking makes it look like it's gearing up for another move lower. We'll see. But it could break either way. But when you have a series of smaller candlesticks like that, at some point you're going to get a big, large candlestick. And either way, we're prepared. Like, we still have time. If it wants to make another high today, great. We'll continue to tango with the market. I kind of doubt it at this point because of by the nature of what happened over here. Pretty quickly, within 10 minutes after the top of the hour, it made that high, wicked out, and then had an engulfing bear candlestick just right after. So I don't think it would make another high, but we'll hang out and find out in just a moment if it will. In a few minutes, once we get closer, maybe to the half-hour point, and the market stays below that high, we'll probably bring in a lot of our stop losses and just manage that. But hold your ground on the targets. I know sometimes it gets tempting to want to take some profits, but don't take them too early, right? Because look how far on the 5-minute, because this is the technical setup. Look how far we still have to go to hit the mid Bollinger Band on the 5-minute. So there's still a lot of money to be made, and I feel like if you pull profits right now, you are taking them early, in my opinion. So just keep that in mind. Again, this red line right here is kind of where the mid Bollinger Band's at right now. Yeah, and we're still sitting on that support level. And so any remaining bulls are trying to have their last chance at this, and that's fine. They can do what they want. I think they should probably consider getting out though, if they are long, because I don't know how much longer this is going to last. What we need is a candlestick to just engulf. Oh, there it is. If we get another engulfing candlestick and it closes engulfing, then yeah, we'll probably get another sharp down candlestick. This one has 10 seconds to close, and actually it looks like it's coming back up. So we'll see if it actually closes engulfing. Not really, but it's just kind of holding that range. So we'll see what it wants to do now. Just kind of a slow grind lower. And our best trade's up now 12.5 pips. Our worst trade's down 3.5. So again, we're still kind of in that battle range. There's a fight back and forth for sure right now. Once this range gives up, there's a lot of space, I think. Yeah, here's that support. Well, I guess there's support on our last trade right there. But I feel like once we kind of break through this right here, there's not a ton of support until you get really down into here where that mid Bollinger Band is. That's where most of the support seems to be. So we'll see what happens. Somebody doesn't want to give up, though. You can see there's range, and eventually something's going to pop. It could go either way. Don't be surprised if it goes up or down. Like, it could go either way, and we'll respond to whichever one it does. But again, I feel comfortable. The current position that I've built up, I feel comfortable with it. It's about the size that I was hoping for, so we'll just let it ride at this point. And we wait. It was really an interesting range. It's just kind of trending downwards, but holding its ground still. It hasn't really let go. Really hasn't let go. And this will be interesting to see what this does. See if we get a rally out of this. We'll see. And it just kind of, that didn't last long, that candlestick. And now it's turning into engulfing. Wow. So yeah, I really think the bears are in control here, which is good for us, right? I was considering, let's see, that wow, this is really gaining some traction here. At some point, we're going to get a breakout candlestick. You wait, it'll happen. I think we just need to convince enough buyers that hey, this isn't going back up. Or who knows, maybe the bulls will create establish a run here. But so far, it's still just been kind of a back and forth grind. This is interesting. Let's see if this does it, because this one's now a bull engulfing. Let's see. And again, it's just not being able to get the power it wants. Wow. Wow, I thought that was, let's see, it's got 3 seconds to close. Okay, so that one ended bullish, but then this one immediately comes out and goal stat. So we're still in that range. Let's see. Again, at some point we're going to get a big move out of this. If it breaks higher, I don't know if it would at this point. Yeah, it's such a tug of war. But if it were to break higher, um, I wouldn't be surprised if actually this went on to make another high before the end of the hour. But if we get another bear candle, I think it's done. I think that's probably, this was the high. This will be the pinnacle. If the next big candle that breaks the range. So basically uh, there's a lot of stuff at stake at the moment. We'll be fine no matter what it does, because there's still a half an hour, more than a half an hour to respond. If it does make another high, but if it breaks another low, this will be the high of the banker's close. See, there's going to be the one. This just engulfed this, and that one just engulfed that one. This might be it, guys. Let's see. Here we go. It's just going to sucker punch through there. It's going to be boom. Once it finally decides, it's going to be epic. I just don't know how the bulls make a run at this point. Like when you look at most of these candlesticks, there's more bear looking candles than bull candles. Now there are a few bull engulfing candles, but not many. Most of them are bear engulfing candles. So I just look at that. If I had a long position, I'd say I got to get out. But that's just me. But people are stubborn, right? And we'll make money off of them when they finally decide to cover down here. Okay, well, it busted through a little, but not in a big fashion. We'll see what it wants to do next. But yeah, it did break through that little line there. Well, good news. While we wait here, if we were to, let's say we were to close out of everything now, pretty much everything's in the money besides one trade. And it's just due to the spread differential. Actually, there it goes. Now it's profitable. Yeah, we would make just over 100 pips with this minus the cleanup. You'd be up like 60 or 70 pips. So, but again, I think there's still more to go. It looks like we're gaining a little traction here. It's a little bit of a breakaway, not as much as I expected it would be, but yes, a little bit of a breakaway, which is awesome. Let's again continue this lower. Look at the 5-minute chart. Where's the mid Bollinger Band now? Keep in mind where is that in relation to the current market. Again, we still have, it's moved up for sure. Again, it's kind of a moving target, so I probably will move up some of these just to capture a little bit more profit up here, just because the mid Bollinger Band has moved up just a tad. So we do want to adjust accordingly, right? Wow, this is really back and forth. Okay, so we're at the midway mark. And again, we're just still waiting for this to make its big move. It may take a while. As you guys know, yesterday was nice because it closed. We closed pretty much everything by about this time. No, it was like at the 40, it was like 11:40 Eastern, where we closed out most everything because we got those moves quickly. This one's a little bit slower, and that's fine. So just keep in mind, you know, if we don't get to close everything out in the next few minutes, you know, in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, that's okay. A lot of these trades can still sit through the actual close right here at 4 p.m. And we can just wait for these to kind of fade through. But in terms of the actual high, I think we've probably hit the high at this point. Let's see if this makes anything significant here. If this wants to make one more run today, if it wants to make another high even at the close, that's fine. We can still add to that right here, but then after this mark, we stop adding to the position, and then we just hold and wait for it to fade through. So we had some engulfing 3-bar reversal like stuff there, and now we just have another bear candle. So just really slow grind to profit, and that's fine. We'll take it. It's not as exciting, but sure, it will take it. Wow, this range is crazy. been a long time. Just most of our class has been in this range right here, if you think about it. Yeah, if we can bust through this range and hit most of these targets, like the profit we'll make will actually be pretty decent today. Because right now I'm just up 0.1%, up 100 pips currently. But yeah, if we bust through that, this will be a very solid return for the day. And we should be able to get there. It's just, gotta be patient. I'm gonna go back and see what's holding it up. It's just kind of this resistance still. That's kind of holding it up. Yeah. Okay, and then again, it's always super important because that 5-minute Bollinger Band is a moving target to make sure you're still, yeah, a lot of our targets are still before that, which is good. Okay, this is good. Looking like it's just had another bear engulfing, which is great. Couple of them actually. This one engulfed this one engulfed that one. And now we're back to the support that it just made recently. So we'll see. We'll see. Because if it busts through that, there's targets there. It can take those targets. I'm sorry, guys. This one's boring. I mean, we'll still make money, but it's boring. Basically, my plan is this: if we bust one more level and we get some of these targets, we'll probably close most of the trades. Maybe I'll leave a few on, just kind of hopeful trades, and we'll call it a day. If it wants to break one more high, then we might have some more work to do. So we'll stick around a little bit longer, but we'll see. This range here needs to break at some point. Now, at this point, I'm almost like, I don't even care if it breaks up, just break so we can do something. But yeah, we're just kind of in a waiting game right here. This range has been from basically here to here. It's an 8.5, 9 pip range, and it's been there for a half an hour, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, we should see a break soon. And I feel like, because there's only 20 minutes left, I'm really thinking it's probably not going to make another high that will break at least this high. I mean, maybe it makes another high, but not the highest high, which is right here. So I'm pretty close. I'll maybe give it a few more minutes, but I'll probably just bring my stop losses in and start cleaning up for the webinar. And then, just buttoning up the trades before we go. But I want to give it just a few more minutes because I just feel like we're close. Like if we make one more low here, we'll start hitting some of these targets. Let's see if this one can do it. This one's close. I'm just curious real quick. I was thinking about trading the Euro franc as an alternate currency today. Yeah, I was going to sell up there. That one would have been really fast. I think some of you would have missed out on that one. But yeah, that one worked out really quickly. Yeah, that one would have been fine too. But the £0's great. Not necessarily a problem, just slower. Okay, so yeah, at this point, it's probably not going to make another high. It's got 15 minutes to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and bring those stop losses down. I just have them defaulted to 100 pips. Not that we would ever go that far, but yeah, let's go ahead and bring these in basically to the old high of the hour. And we'll just kind of clean up. Oh, we're close. It's starting to make a little bit of a grind down. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Oh yeah, we're really close. Yeah, we basically broke that range just in this euro pound way of breaking the range. We broke it, not such a swiping candle or a knife-like candle, but yeah, we broke through it. So that's fun. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and everything is profitable. Our best trade's up 19, almost 20 pips. Worst trade's up 3 now. And let's double check the 5-minute. How are we at? How are we in terms of the mid Bollinger Band? We're getting close, so we may want to consider closing a lot of these trades out pretty soon here. In fact, I think I will start like this worst trade. I'll close that one out for +3 or whatever that was. I'm going to pull some of these up a little bit, make it easier to engage with the targets. I just want one kind of knife-like candle, just one knife-like candle, and I'll be happy. Okay, just one of them closed at its actual target. That's fun. And already this is a good return, like 1/4% in a day is good. Oh, there goes another one, just closed. Now we're, yep, so now what, 0.26. This is already a decent return. I know, like, when you look at that from like a monthly standpoint or yearly, that would not be good. But yeah, if you accumulate these types of returns every day, 0.25 a day is over, that's 1.25% in a week. And in a month, that's like a 5% return. And every month, if you got a 5% return that compounded nearly on a daily schedule, you'd be looking at like a 60-70% return in a year. So yeah, we've already done a good job today, and yesterday was very similar to this. Okay, where are we at on that 5-minute Bollinger Band? Because I got to be careful because we don't want to give away. Yeah, we're hitting it. So I think I will not close out the whole position, but yes, several of these trades we ought to close out to secure in some of this profit. And we're left with what, 5 trades? Yeah, we have 5 trades left. Yeah, 5% a month would be great, wouldn't it? I think this is how I'm going to leave it, honestly. I think we'll wrap up with this and leave these 5 trades to go another 6 pips or so lower. But we've locked in basically a profitable day for sure. And yes, you can put these stop losses right above that high. Or heck, we could even, let's do this. Let's put these stop losses at the break-even point on the worst trade that's open. That way we know each trade will at least make some money, even if it goes backwards. But yeah, I'd like to squeeze this just a little bit more. I think that's definitely in the future to go a little bit more than where it's at currently. So I'd like to leave that, let that do its thing. And I'll keep you guys posted later today, probably within 1 to 2 hours on what I do with these. Hopefully they just hit their targets. If not, I'll close them out manually and you'll get an alert from me. But yeah, just another fun day. In recap, this happened really quickly. We first 10 minutes in the trade, like right when we got in the webinar. I actually took a trade even before we got in the webinar, but right when we got started, we started adding to this position, and within 10 minutes, in fact, you can take this line right here, this vertical line, you can see that at 3:09 p.m. So within 9 minutes of starting the webinar, we hit the high of the day. I think that's the fastest that did it this week. We had one that took as long as 30 minutes, took to the midway point, one that was 20 minutes, one that was 15, and then today only took 9 minutes to get there. And then it just started slowly grinding towards our favor. But yeah, we'll just let these sit. I've adjusted these stop losses, accordingly, and we'll just let it do its thing now. But yeah, great class today, everybody. I'll get today's recording posted within an hour or so, and then also I'll get last night's COT report uploaded as well at the same time. And yeah, so congrats everybody. And I'll keep you posted with how this one goes, and enjoy the rest of your day.